Namaste. Okay, moving onward, we're doing the getting ready to read the second part of the Dalai Lama, Consciousness of the Dalai Lama. Now, this is really interesting what came out. I haven't turned over the other cards yet, but the first card out is, and I'm going to read it directly because I have not, I've just gotten this deck, and this is a totally different system. This is from the Enochian Tarot, which is that's supposed to be the language of the angels, which is totally different than reading a Rider-Waite type of thing. But the first card out, so interesting, the Garden of Nemo. So what is the Garden of Nemo about? Let me read it. This card shows a white-robed man tending a garden on the slopes of a mountain with his castle in the background. Okay, well, it's kind of like the Dalai Lama up in Dharamsala, if you've ever been there. Okay. The man is a great spiritual leader called Nemo. He represents the Great White Brotherhood. The garden is the earth, and the fruits of the labor of Nemo are the followers of the spiritual path. The Nemo of Enochian magic is identical to the great sacrifice of the modern theosophical movement. The name Nemo can be pronounced Nemo and means master of the temple. He is the silent watcher of mankind. His task is to watch over humanity until a spiritual successor is found. Only then can he leave and move on to other things. In effect, he willingly sacrifices his own progress. Okay, this is telling. He willingly sacrifices his own progress in order to help others, and thus is identical to the Bodhisattva of Mahayana Buddhism. Okay, so it is that responsibility, dedication to what you need to do. And again, the next card out is sitting there in a position of spiritual power to give out to humanity what there is to give. And again, he is sitting as emperor, supposed to be in balance with that wisdom and the energy behind it to give out to humanity. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay. Let me look at the rest of the... Yeah. Okay, so what we have here, he's been put up in a position as the star, the light, okay, but he has not done, again, has not done the practice. Here is Kali, okay. One has to go through that death before death. One has to go beyond that identification of ego, okay. So why do I say that he has not done it? You'll recognize it from the rest of the cards in the spread. On the other side, we have again the crossing. Okay. And so these are the twos. Usually two is about balance and again, not being able to always pick your way forward, always not having all the dynamics, everything that one needs to do to make a correct choice to go forward. But he is in a position of blessing others. He's got that foundation. He's in a position of blessing, but it's a little, that foundation is sometimes celebrating a little too early because, again, he's there trying to navigate his way, but doesn't always have the full ability to see what is needed to be seen. Underneath of this, again, he is that, we've got Mother Earth, again, more speaking to the things that one encounters, fate, within their lifetime. Okay, so he wants to speak of the things from a start to end of one's time on this planet that have to do with things more on this planet than higher knowledge. Now, why do I say that? Because here we have the lightning path. Okay. The lightning path, which is Kundalini. One has to go through the Kundalini journey. Okay. And that destruction of ego. Okay. Which, in this case, he hasn't done. Okay. Hasn't done. Doesn't have that, and he hasn't faced that, hasn't faced Kali. Kali is also another representation of Kundalini, because Kali is the one, like the roto-rooter of consciousness. Okay, instead he's been put up as the star, but he hasn't done the work of Kali. Okay, in order to reach this position, one has to actually go through the whole of Kundalini until this deconstructs the ego, and one goes through that death before death. Okay, rather than being caught up with the things of the world. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to see, I'm wondering if I wanted to do a little more on this. Okay, I'm just going to see if we have anything more that comes out on that. You know, it's like he's a, oh, that's the word, figurehead. It's like he's a figurehead of a path, but he hasn't done the full work of the path. The full work of the path takes what's on this side of the path, but what he's done is this bottom and this other half, okay? So what is really needed, which is like what I teach, the Vajra Nirvana Marg meets this lightning bolt path to realization, okay, that boom, you have to cut through that ego in order to get beyond those identifications. Okay, but what we have over here, again, he's doing what he needs to do as a figurehead, giving out this, sitting there in a position as the emperor. Okay, and he is, again, giving out the things for humanity as they go through their life to have more successes, okay, to go beyond some of their doubts or things that they're looking for. But let me see what we have here. See if I get any more clarification on it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Dalai Lama has harvested. This is, he's harvested, you know, these things and this message this message of love and all of these things that it is to shore up against death. Okay, rather than to do the path of the lightning bolt, which will, where you face all the fears, you face all the dramas, which then take the destruction to ego, to take one to that light beyond lights or realization. So again, he gives what sounds good. It sounds good to mankind, but it's not, he's not giving the full path to realizations, more of the intellectual things and the things that, okay, they're going to aid, yes, it will aid humanity in their daily lives, but it's not giving that depth to realization. Okay, so people are gonna, some people are gonna hate me today, but that's what the cards say. Two different, different decks, different systems, and looking at what's there in the consciousness of the Dalai Lama. Okay, namaste, great morning, everyone.